Good evening, everyone, and it's a lovely evening being together. And here, along with me, I have Miss Isha Nagapan, and she has authored two books. அவங்க ரெண்டு book எழுதியிருக்காங்க. 12 வயசுல அவங்க first book எழுதினாங்க, Alicia the Beginning, and when she was 16, she authored the second book, and she's doing an undergrad in business studies in LA, the final year. So she is here to talk about happiness, like how I'm going to share about happiness with you. நான் வந்து என்னோட பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ ஆஸ் அன் எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ்ட் ஆண்டர்பிரினர் அண்ட் அ மெச்சூர்ட் பர்சன் நான் எப்படி ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்றேன், ஹவ் am I practicing happiness is what I'm going to be sharing with you. And Isha Nagapan, from her perspective, அவங்க பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூல இருந்து as a budding entrepreneur and as a student studying abroad in USA and as a young person, how she looks at life and happiness, she will be sharing with all of us here. And it's a fantastic evening. எல்லாருக்கும் it's a beautiful evening to be together.
Okay, so let's start with our first question.
And by the way, Isha Nagapan happens to be my daughter too. I forgot that part of introduction. Yeah.
Okay, but what according to you is happiness?
Happiness according to me is inner peace. It's absolute inner peace and peace of mind. Happiness according to me is that exuberance feeling, that energy what you feel. If I have to tell an example, it is water boiling in a kettle. So it doesn't overflow. It's boiling at a temperature inside a kettle. And what is it you feel? That kind of a movement, that exuberance, that energy. That is how I exactly feel, and that is how I figure out happiness to be. That is what happiness is all about. Happiness, enna pandranga appadina, people always link happiness to on performance of something or on happening of something. இது நடந்தா, என் பொண்ணுக்கு கல்யாணம் நடந்தா நான் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருப்பேன், என் பையனுக்கு வேலை கிடைச்சா ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருப்பேன், எனக்கு வந்து ப்ரொமோஷன் கிடைச்சிச்சுன்னா நான் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருப்பேன், எனக்கு அந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் வந்துருச்சுன்னா நான் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருப்பேன், நான் இவ்வளவு சம்பாரிச்சேன்னா சந்தோஷமா இருப்பேன் அப்படின்னு யூ ஆல்வேஸ் லிங்க் சம்திங். என்னோட ஹெல்த் நல்லா இருந்தா, என்னோட சர்ஜரி நல்லா போச்சுன்னா, எல்லாமே வந்து அந்த மாதிரி யூ ஹேவ் மைல்ஸ்டோன்ஸ், யூ லிங்க் யுவர் ஹாப்பினஸ். தட் இஸ் த டெண்டன்சி ஆஃப் மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் அஸ். But we need to understand something practical in life. Life itself is activity. Life is a big, long activity. Right from the time you are born till you die, it is series of activity. You're growing up, you're studying, then you settling down with the career, then a job, starting business, making your business and career successful, you getting married, you having children, settling down children, your health issues. இந்த மாதிரி போய்கிட்டே இருக்கும். It's an endless activity. Life itself is action. So action and endless activity in varambodu, along with that comes obstacles, along with that come challenges, along with that come hurdles. Ena life is a hurdle match, and the hurdle kalandu varambodu da you keep going forward in life. So adu ovvonnilayum, if you decide in this activity I'm not going to be happy, then you'll never be happy in your life. So you need to differentiate. எல்லாருக்குமே வந்து வாழ்க்கை சேம் தான். We might be thinking, oh, they are so lucky, life is so easy for him, she is so happy. No, she has figured out happiness. From her perspective, she's looking at life, and she might be handling more challenges than you. She might be handling more things than you. But she or he might have figured out life and looking at perspective, at the right perspective, which is keeping them happy. So, and the happiness is when we come to that, if it is the same, life is the same. It's a pursuit of happiness. We are doing everything. The ultimate goal is what? Even if you are seeking for spirituality, even if you are seeking for growth, business, abundance, your career, your abundance through that, your family life, your relationship, your children, your health, everything is what? The end objective is you are wanting all of that is pursuit of happiness. So, on the happiness, in the eventuality, don't link it to something happening. Instead, if you can make it as a mindset, as a habit, that is the way to live, is my philosophy to happiness. For example, you think of a situation of you're driving in the road and you're listening to music. It's a fantastic, fabulous morning, and boom, you meet with an accident. So, how are you going to deal with this situation? You have two choices. ஒன்னு நம்ம காரை விட்டு இறங்கி பயங்கர டென்ஷனா கத்தி, நீ தான் வந்து இடிச்ச, நான் தான் வந்து இடிச்சேன்னு ஆட்டோக்காரனோட சண்டை போட்டு, இல்ல அந்த கார் நம்ம இடிச்ச கார் மேல சண்டை போட்டு, எவ்வளவு ரூபா தெரியுமா அந்த கார், உனக்கு தெரியவே இல்லை, நீ பாட்டுக்கு வந்து இடிச்சிட்ட, ஏன் மிஸ்டேக்கே இல்லை, இட் வாஸ் யோர் ராங். யூ கேன் டூ ஆல் த drama, and after that you're going to claim whatever damages from insurance, right? Otherwise, you can cut all the drama. You can go assess the situation. There will be, if you have made the mistake, you're going to apologize and learn from your mistake. If the other person has made the mistake in the driving, you are going to pinpoint and tell him that it was his mistake so that the communication is clear. After that, you move away from the scene. You do whatever has to be done for insurance and you move off. So inside your state is fine. You are always maintaining that composure, that peace of mind, that happiness, and handling from the outside. So you saw two things, two situations. How are you? How are you wanting to handle life? These are the two choices you have. Either throughout the activity of your life, you're going to get irritated, you're going to get angry, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to blame everybody and live life and still manage everything. Or inside you choose to be very peaceful, very composed, happy all the time through practice, through this awareness, and then handling everything on the outside with that maturity, with that sincerity and focus. And let me tell you the bottom line, only happy minds achieve far greater results than anything. Trust me, when you are happy, your results are also far better. Whatever you are expecting also happens. That's a different thing we will discuss. But according to me, happiness is a state of mind. Happiness is a habit, which through practice, through this awareness, நம்ம எல்லாருமே அதை ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிட்டு வந்துட்டோம்னா உள்ள நம்ம எப்பயுமே அந்த பீஸ்ஃபுல் ஹாப்பி ஸ்டேட்ல இருந்துட்டு வெளியில நம்மளை சுத்தி இருக்கிற எதை வேணாலும் நம்மளால ஹேண்டில் பண்ணி வர முடியும். தட் இஸ் த பெஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வியூ ராதர் தென் யூ லிங்கிங் ஹாப்பினஸ் டு எனக்கு அது நடந்தாதான் நான் ஹாப்பியா இருப்பேன், எனக்கு இது வந்தாதான் ஹாப்பியா இருப்பேன் அப்படின்னு உங்களோட ஹாப்பினஸை போஸ்ட்போன் பண்ணாதீங்க. Happiness is in the now. So if you can understand the difference, then that is what happiness is to me. And Isha, and according to you, what is happiness?
No, I agree with a lot of what you said. I think I also look at happiness in a similar manner. But I think the one thing that was very crucial that I learned recently is the difference between happiness and pleasure. Because we often confuse these two things to be the same thing. But pleasure is something very temporary. It's something you feel when you're enjoying a very fleeting experience. But happiness, like you said, is a state of mind that has to do with feeling fulfilled and satisfied in life. So basically, for example, pleasure is celebrating with loved ones, receiving a gift, reaching a milestone. But happiness is that feeling that you have even after the celebration is over, that constant sense of calm. So I think happiness is this positive outlook in your daily life and a constant sense of calm, even if nothing big happens. Like you said, no event, no reason, just a constant sense of calm, just peace of mind. So for example, right now, in such an unfamiliar situation and with everything going on, happiness to me is being able to wake up yet another day and still feel hopeful and still feel positive and still be happy about something as small as the sunset or the sunrise. So paying attention to those little things and moving forward while assessing and directing your life is what I think happiness is.
Fantastic point of view. That's a lovely question by Angel.
Yeah. So Angel says, when I look for my happiness, I am telling to defocus from my career goal. It's reducing my aggression towards my professional achievement. Is happiness to be sought after retirement?
Oh, it's a fantastic question, Angel. Happiness not to be sought after retirement. It has to be sought always. There is no phase and period for happiness. Happinessங்கிறது எப்பயுமே ஒரு குழந்தை ஒரு வயசுல இருக்கும்போது அதுக்கு ஹாப்பினஸ் சொல்லி கொடுக்க வேண்டாம். He only, he's happy all the time. நம்ம பெருசாகும் போது தான் அந்த ஹாப்பினஸ் எங்கேயோ மறந்துடுறோம். Somebody has to come and train us how to become happy. So நீங்க வந்து being happy does not mean it is going to take you away from aggression. Understand, happy minds produces far greater results. Happiness is your inner peace. But outside, I always think of a duck. That's a beautiful example because that's the way I look at life. And that's the way maybe I look at myself. Duck வந்து ஒரு beautiful pond, lotus pondல ஒரு ரொம்ப pretty duck வந்து அது swim பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு, float பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு. அது பார்க்கும்போது நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஏஞ்சல் ரொம்ப காமா கம்போஸ்டா என்னமோ அது ரிட்டையர்மெண்ட் என்ஜாய் பண்ற, நீங்க சொல்ற மாதிரி ரிட்டையர்மெண்ட்ல தான் ஹாப்பினஸா அப்படின்னா ஒரு டக்கை பார்த்தா அப்படிதான் இருக்கும். ஆனா அந்த டக்கு வந்து நீந்திட்டு போகும்போது பாத்தீங்கன்னா அது அடியில கால் அது ஃப்ளோட் ஆயிட்டு போற மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஆனா அதோட கால் கீழே வந்து அவ்வளவு அக்ரெசிவா அவ்வளவு ஆக்ஷனோட அது மூவ் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கும். ஸோ தட் இஸ் எக்ஸாக்ட்லி வாட் ஆர் லைஃப் இஸ். நம்ம உள்ள வந்து our உள்ள state of being is very calm and composed like a duck, but duck உள்ள ஆக்ஷன் பண்றது வந்து பயங்கர அக்ரெஷனா இருக்கு. அதுதான் நம்ம. ஸோ அக்ரெஷன் குறையவே குறையாது. ஆக்சுவலி இட் இம்ப்ரூவ்ஸ். ஏன்னா ஹாப்பி மைண்ட்னால உங்களால ரிசல்ட் மோர் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ண முடியும். ரிசல்ட் மோர் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணும்போது நீங்க இன்னும் க்ரோ பண்ணுவீங்க. ஹாப்பி மைண்டோட இன்னும் வந்து நீங்க வந்து ஹாப்பினஸ் நீங்க எப்படி இருப்பீங்க, நீங்க வந்து வாட் நெக்ஸ்ட் கேட்டு ஒவ்வொன்றுக்கும் சொல்யூஷன் கண்டுபிடிச்சு அதை வந்து நீங்க சால்வ் பண்ணி இன்னும் நீங்க உயர போயிட்டே இருப்பீங்க. ஸோ அக்ரெஷனுக்கும் ஹாப்பினஸ்க்கும் சம்பந்தமே கிடையவே கிடையாது. If I have to say, I'm a very aggressive person, I'm a very ambitious person, I have very tall targets, I have large expectations on myself, I'm very unreasonable on myself, I don't have expectations on others, I have expectations on myself. So that doesn't make me sad. I'm a very happy person too. So it is not that this or that, it is this and that. Life is all about this and that and more. It is always like that.
Okay, that's a very nice answer. The duck thing actually surprised me also. Okay, let's go on to our next question. It says, what do you follow to sustain happiness? So you've defined happiness. Do you have a mantra, for example, or steps to follow happiness?
Yeah, as I was saying, I follow 5 mantras for happiness. Over years of, see, this is over 30 years of my research, understanding, reading a lot of books, doing a lot of programs on spirituality, on psychology, on philosophy, on business management, on so many aspects of life. You know, you're a very curious mind. You're asking a lot of questions, and then you find the answers, and lots of lovely programs and courses, and everything has given me, and the principles I follow and what has worked, I'm only sharing. நான் எல்லாரோடையும் உங்களோட நான் வந்து whatever we are practicing and whatever I'm living by is what I'm sharing. What I know is what I'm sharing. This is all not some funders which is something, but what I'm living by is, that is very, very important. So the 5 principles I follow, or the 5 mantras I follow, are the 5 P's, so that you can remember it easily. So I'm clubbing it as 5 P's. First is positivity. There is no shortcut to positivity. Life is all about positivity. And when you're extremely positive, and that is the frame of mind, that will automatically lead you to happiness. Happiness or the first ingredient with the positivity. Life itself, the power of a human mind, the potential of a human mind is immense, and everything can be achieved through positivity. The magnet, when you are a very strong positive thinker, you become a very strong magnet, and you will attract the right people, you will attract the right incidents in your life, you will attract everything. And even if things are not going in the right direction, through your positivity, you'll know how to overcome it. Positivity la varumbodhu enna agum appadina, you will keep asking this question, what next? Because you don't want to be in that negative pool, you don't want to be in that troubled times, you don't want to be complaining, you don't want to be, you become a nag, so you don't want to blame yourself, you don't want to blame anybody. Then what do? You will find a solution. So what will you ask? You will ask what next. So positive people ellarume vandu, they will keep asking what next, because they are there only to solve a problem. Even if a friend of mine comes and tells me any issue, I will hear the problem and I will be only a solver. I will not want to be a shoulder for her to cry on. You are there to hold their hand and to say it is okay, but after it is okay, you want to solve the problem, you want to give the solution, you want to go forward solving the problem. It is not about tirpi adhe problematha pesi sympathy. See, some people want solution, some people want sympathy. If you are always seeking sympathy and not solution, then you basically have an issue in thinking. You are thinking negative, you are going in that track of that is giving you comfort. You have to come out of the comfort. You should not seek for sympathy, you should seek for solution. Similarly, a positive mind in any situation will not ask for sympathy, will only find solutions and seek for solutions. So positivity is the absolute way forward and the only way forward. So first anchor is the positivity. And the next one is purpose. Living life on purpose. Life has to be linked to purpose. Every day when you wake up, இன்னைக்கு மார்னிங் நான் எந்திரிச்சேன்னா எனக்கு வந்து என்னோட வாழ்க்கைக்கு ஒரு பர்பஸ் இருக்கணும், ஒரு கோல் இருக்கணும். அந்த கோல் தான் எனக்கு உடம்பு சௌரியம் இல்லாட்டியும், எனக்கு இப்ப கோவிட் சிச்சுவேஷன் இருந்தாலும், இப்போ உலகத்தோட இவ்வளவு பெரிய நம்ம லாக்டவுன்ல உள்ள இருந்தாலும், எவ்வளவு சேலஞ்சஸ் பர்சனல் லைஃப்ல இருந்தாலும், ஹெல்த்ல இருந்தாலும், பிசினஸ்ல இருந்தாலும், உங்களுக்கு எக்கானமில இருந்தாலும், அவுட் சைட்ல இருந்தாலும், இன்சைட்ல இருந்தாலும், when you have a strong purpose in life, கோல். வாட் இஸ் அ பர்பஸ், கோல் இன் லைஃப்? அது உங்களுக்கு கிளியரா இருந்தா, whenever you wake up, that will give you the energy to wake up and get prepared and get ready and go for it. That is what makes you wake up every day. So everybody, purpose இல்லாம இருக்கும்போது தான் டிப்ரெஷன், போர்டம் அண்ட் பல நெகட்டிவ் தாட்ஸ், ஐடில் டைம் எல்லாமே வருது. ஸ்ட்ராங் பர்பஸோட லிங்க் ஆகி, அந்த பர்பஸ் ஹாஸ் டு பி லிங்க் டு பேஷன். கடனுக்கு இல்ல ஒரு சீரியஸ்னஸோட ஒரு பயங்கர வெயிட், ஒரு 1000 கிலோ டன் வெயிட் நான் தூக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன், அந்த பாரத்தோட பர்பஸ் இருக்கவே கூடாது, கோல் இருக்கவே கூடாது. அது பேஷனோட இருக்கணும். நம்ம குழந்தைய நம்மளுக்கு 1 year old கை குழந்தைய, அதுக்கு 15 kgs வெயிட்னு வைங்க, அதை நம்ம கையில தூக்கிட்டு போறோம். தூக்கிட்டு போகும்போது நான் அதை வெயிட்டா நினைச்சேன்னா என்னால ஒரு ஒரு 1/2 கிலோமீட்டர் கூட நடக்க முடியாது. அதே நேரம் அந்த குழந்தை மேல ஐ லவ் த சைல்ட் வித் சோ மச் ஆஃப் லவ் அண்ட் சோ மச் ஆஃப் பேஷன் அண்ட் பர்பஸ், அதை பத்திரமா நம்ம கொண்டுட்டு போயிடணும் அப்படின்னு அந்த பர்பஸோட நான் தூக்கிட்டு போனேன்னா எனக்கு வலியே தெரியாது, 5 கிலோமீட்டர் கூட நடத்துருவேன். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் த டிஃபரன்ஸ் ஹியர்? எப்ப வெயிட் தெரியுது? அது நமக்கு பர்பஸ் இல்லாத போது, பேஷன் இல்லாத போது அந்த வெயிட் பாரம் பாரமா தெரியுது. அது பாரமே இல்ல அப்படிங்கிறது அது ஒரு இட்ஸ் அ பிளஷர், இட்ஸ் அ பிரிவிலேஜ். அந்த ஹாப்பினஸ் எல்லாம் அந்த வெயிட் தான் தூக்கிட்டு போறோம், பட் யூ ஆர் சோ ஹாப்பி பிகாஸ் இட் ஹாஸ் பர்பஸ் அண்ட் இட் ஹாஸ் பேஷன். So those are the two important things also. So the second one is the purpose, and the third one is all about planning. Life is all about planning. Plan பண்ணிட்டோம்னா உங்களுக்கு ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் வராது. ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் வராட்டி உங்களோட ஹாப்பினஸ் will be in place. இது எல்லாமே ஹாப்பினஸ் லிங்க்டு தான். நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நம்ம பார்த்தோம் பாசிட்டிவிட்டி. பாசிட்டிவா இருந்தா நீங்க கண்டிப்பா ஹாப்பியா இருப்பீங்க. அதே மாதிரி பர்பஸ்ஃபுல் லைஃபோட, மீனிங்ஃபுல் லைஃபோட, அதை பேஷனட்டா என்டியூர் பண்ணி என்ன சேலஞ்ச் வந்தாலும், ஏன்னா அது நீங்க எடுத்துக்கிட்ட பர்பஸ், நீங்க எடுத்துக்கிட்ட கோல். அப்ப என்ன ஆனாலும் நம்ம கிவ் அப் பண்ண மாட்டோம், அதை ஜெயிச்சு வந்துருவோம். அப்ப that will give you happiness, purposeful life. அதே மாதிரி planning will take away stress. Planning will absolutely take away stress. அப்ப பிளான்டா இருக்கும்போது you are prepared, you are mentally prepared, you walk through the steps. அப்போ ஒவ்வொரு நாளையும் பிளான் பண்றது, லைஃப் 5-year goal, 10-year goal, 3-year goal, 1-year goal, other quarterly, monthly plan, daily. When you start the day, have a plan. இன்னைக்கு what am I going to do? If you are early morning riser, from 5 to 8, what am I going to do? From 8 to 10. Then from my office hours, what am I going to do in slots? From my 9 to 12. Then from my 1 to 2. From my 2 to 5. From my 5 to 8. 8 to 10. Have slots. உங்களோட டைம் ஜோனுக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி make into 4 slots. Slots போட்டு have a to-do list. And the planning detailed இருந்தா, you will have time for yourself. You will have time for your family. You'll have time for all your goals, all your targets, all your aspirations, all whatever you want to achieve, you'll achieve and you'll find more time. So planning, when you are planned, when you're prepared, it takes away half the stress out of your life. So when we are so planned, you will be happy because there's nothing, in the eventuality, you just have to manage it, just slip into a day, and the mari varave varad. The fourth P is all about performance. Everybody gets into stress and they are unhappy because they are postponing. By nature, human beings postpone things. அதை postpone பண்ணும்போது கண்டிப்பா ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் நிறைய பில்ட் ஆகும். You have to become a master of execution. You have to become an execution specialist. Lot of people lack in execution. நிறைய விஷன் இருக்கும், நிறைய ட்ரீம் பண்ணுவாங்க, நிறைய பிளான் கூட பண்ணுவாங்க. ஆனா அவங்க எங்க லாஸ்ட் மைல்ல ஃபெயில் ஆவாங்க அப்படின்னா அது அந்த எக்ஸிகியூஷன்ல ஃபெயில் ஆவாங்க. எக்ஸிகியூஷன் இஸ் அதுல தென் அகைன் யூ பிகம் அன்ஹாப்பி. என்னடா நான் பிளான் பண்ணேன், லைஃப்ல இவ்ளோ ட்ரீம் பண்ணேன், ஒண்ணுமே நடக்கல அப்படின்னா யூ அகைன் பிகம் அன்ஹாப்பி. So execution, you have to become a master executionist, execution specialist. Nobody should be like that. அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கணும். That is no postponement, the power of now. Do everything now. Allocate time for everything. Prioritize your activities and learn to say no for a lot of things. All your distraction, not important things, not productive things, not result yielding things. These are all time leakages. அது ஃபுல்லா டைம் லீக்கேஜ் ஆயிடும். ஆனா நமக்கு ப்ரொடக்டிவிட்டி வராது. யூல் பி வெரி பிஸி, யூல் பி வெரி டயர்ட். ஹோல் டே யூல் சே நான் அவ்வளோ ஒர்க் பண்ணேன், ரொம்ப டயர்டா இருக்கு. ஆனா ரிசல்ட்டே இருக்காது. ரிசல்ட் இல்லாத போது ஃபுல்ஃபில்மெண்ட் இருக்காது. ஃபுல்ஃபில்மெண்ட் இல்லாத போது யூ வில் அகெயின் நாட் பி ஹாப்பி. So you have to look at all of this. You have to be performance and productivity oriented. Performance is no postponement. You have to be an execution specialist, and it has to be doing things now. Ade Nero, you also have to stop your leakage of time. You have to stop all your unproductive things. You have to stop being busy. You have to start becoming productive. All this is very, very important. So the final fifth one is practices. It's all about discipline. Discipline is a beautiful word. When I was young, my father is a disciplinarian. I used to hate the word discipline. But now, understanding life and going through everything, I understand that discipline is the fantastic thing. That's the best anchor. That's the best insurance to life. Where, you know, when I understand life in this perspective, இவ்வளவு தூரம் மெச்சூர்டா டிராவல் பண்ணி வந்த உடனே I understand my insurance to life is discipline. So discipline மூலமா you have practices. Discipline மூலமா தான் இப்ப நம்ம பேசினது எல்லாமே practices கொண்டுட்டு வர முடியும். So practices is what is going to define the quality of my life. What are my daily practices? That is only going to be defining my life. The quality of my life depends on the practices. My daily dinacharya. நான் daily என்ன practice பண்றேன்? Morning, I am a believer of me time. I need a lot of me time because you have to be constant into learning. You have to be doing a lot of stuff. So I wake up at 5 o'clock. If you're a 5 a.m. club person, 5 to 8 you can have as a me time. Exercising for everybody is very, very important. In the happiness quotient can be achieved through mind, body, soul. So mind, body, soul, when you look at it, it is all about your exercising, your meditation or silence. Just go into your own silence, your prayers or your thoughts of affirmations, and your reading and learning. All this packaged together, morning 2-3 hours when you spend it on yourself. You have to, that self-care is very important. Self-care irunda, you're always happy. You're not seeking happiness. You're not waiting for somebody to make you happy. You have to be happy on your own. That is your own responsibility. It's a job to do by you. Only when you are happy, you can make others around you happy, and you cannot expect anybody to make you happy. Happiness, according to me, is your own responsibility. For that, it is your practices, your daily practices and your dinacharya. Morning, the 2-3 hours of your me time, of your exercising, mind, body, soul, of your meditation, of your affirmations, of your reading content, skill-based content, expanding your knowledge-based content. You have to be a regular learner, be a daily learner. All these are daily practices. And daily practice of gratitude. That is so important. Where you say, my daily practice of no complaining. I will not complain ever. And I will be so grateful in life. I will keep saying thank you. I will keep counting my blessings. These are the daily practices. So these are the 5 P's which I truly believe which will make you a happy person, very, very happy person, very peaceful person, which is the positivity. The second P is the purpose. The third P is the planning. Fourth P is the performance. And the fifth P is the practices. And Isha, and what according to you are your practices? How do you practice happiness?
Okay, so I think I'm still figuring it out. I honestly think everyone's still figuring it out. It's something that constantly develops with you and grows with you. But since happiness is this natural state of well-being, I think it's important to primarily not force it. I think there are so many instances where we think that we'll only be happy, like you said, when something happens, and we put so much pressure and expectations onto it that we end up disappointed. I've done it. We've all done it, and it's so common to do it. But I think instead of getting engrossed in chasing pleasures, we really need to take some time and be happy through the process of it. So while setting milestones and achieving them is very, very important in life because it gives you purpose, we also need to pay attention to smaller, meaningful things along the way. Because you need to be happy no matter what, then you need to start paying attention to every little thing that happens around you. So I think to sustain happiness, the 3 main elements that I think about are gratitude, gratitude, attitude, and habitude. They don't rhyme by coincidence. I made them rhyme. But the first element is gratitude. So gratitude, like you said, has to do with acknowledging and expressing the good that we already have in our lives. We usually always take this for granted and focus on the next best thing. But whether it's something small or something big, I think it's very important to pay attention to our past and present happiness before planning for our future happiness. by staying grateful and constantly remembering and appreciating the good around us, even during moments of weakness, I think we gain a happier perspective while also strengthening our relationships, our confidence, our clarity, everything. The second element is attitude. Now, that has to do with one's own personality. A path for a person, if you're saying this is the path that makes me happy, it's not necessary that that same path makes me happy. So we shouldn't start combining it and taking it from somebody else and starting to apply to our own lives. I think it depends more on figuring out who you are first, because I think it depends so much on understanding yourself. And so if that is the first step towards that, then I think we must take care of ourselves all round. It should be to handle balance in your life, to handle stressful situations, to realign your thinking, to fit constant development, to be compassionate, to be passionate, to be everything. And until we feel good about ourselves, like you said, we won't know happiness even if it's in front of us, because you need to feel good about yourself to finally realize that. And the final element is habitude. You're very right. Practice is very important. And I think I've learned this through everything that we've done till now. And I constantly want to keep practicing it for as long as I can. It basically, habitude is basically just making something your habit, to cultivate this habit that becomes a part of your life. Like anything else, happiness is a virtue that must be cultivated with practice and time. And we must try to practice to live a life full of purpose, full of hopeful attitude, full of compassion, full of positivity. Basically, everything that we did for attitude and gratitude, we just need to apply it till it becomes our way of life. And once it
Very
becomes
true.
your way of life, I think unknowingly, you immediately start becoming happy, but you don't have a reason to give it. The day you don't have a reason to give it, I think you're genuinely happy.
Very true. I
Um,
also want to address that's a fantastic takeaway. And coming from a young budding entrepreneur, you figured it out so well, and that's a fantastic takeaway. I just wanted to address CK Kumarvel's question where he has said, "How do you talk to children without sounding preachy?" And that's a very good question, Kumarvel. Yes, you become their friend. You become their trusted friend and their confidant and the parent. We have three roles to play in parenting, and it is a parent, it's a mentor, and it is a friend. We should know which role to play. One, we should not play the, when you're playing the friend role, suddenly don't wear the hat of a father. When you're wearing a father's role, that time don't wear the hat of a friend. When you're playing the mentor's role, you play only the mentor's role. That time you don't play a father's role or a friend role. So you have to play these three roles. You should always have a weekly talk, the talk time with the children, which I always do with both my children, with Surya and Asia, always. The weekly ones is the talk time where you just sit and casually talk and find out if they are okay and if they want to tell you anything, and you just have a general conversation. That's so important. That is where they're going to trust you. With no agenda discussion is where they start trusting you. You have to become their trusted friend, and that's moving forward. I think, yeah, we are running out of time too. That's a lovely session with so many questions, and we would love to address all the questions, but I think we are running out of time too.
okay, so before we go, just real quick, what do you think is the main takeaway people should have from today?
Everything, happiness is a beautiful, it's a mindset, it's a beautiful space to be. It is our own responsibility. You are responsible for your own happiness. Do not depend on others to make you happy. That's the important takeaway. And for that, the most important thing to do is, from today onwards, start maintaining a gratitude journal. Make a book and have a gratitude book. Every day, mention 5 things you are happy about. It can be small things, it can be big targets you achieved, it can be big assignments, big grades you got, big, you made huge margins in your business, you did so much of good to the society. It can be all big things or it can be very small things. You just saw the sunset, you saw the sunrise, you had a coffee, yeah, under a tree, and you felt the breeze on your face. It can be anything, but just start writing your gratitude journal, what you're grateful for in life, what made you happy that day. Write 5 things what made you happy that day, the gratitude journal, and then you will start becoming more aware, and you will become more happy, and also you will understand your happiness will start multiplying. The more grateful we are, the more reasons we will find to be more grateful, and more things, beautiful things will keep happening to you, where you will become more grateful. It leads to multiplication. The more grateful you are, you will attract more things where you will start becoming more grateful for that also. So it's a fantastic law of multiplication. So start maintaining. My biggest giveaway today is, which I'm going to be following, which I always follow, which I want all of you to follow. It works miracles. Maintain a book of gratitude and a happiness journal. Put the date and every day mention at least 5 things which you're grateful for and which you're happy about. And that will multiply your happiness. Trust me, it will certainly multiply your happiness. That was a fantastic evening, and it's already 6 o'clock. It's supposed to be a 20-minute session. I think we've gone for 45 minutes. And lovely having all of you with us. And thank you for being part of our show. And thank you, Isha, for being part of the show. You really livened up the show, and your perspective to happiness was fabulous. And see you all next Saturday at 5:30. Every Saturday, 5:30 is the Life is Beautiful session. And looking forward to seeing you next week. And life is beautiful. Take care.